1472, good luck. So we've not played before, no head-to-head score. We get white, so knight f3 as per usual. Our opponent, only 167 games, actually only 560 in total. So mainly a blitz player, but what do we want to do? Let's go d4. We might match this setup. This is what we normally go for, and it's the structure that we normally play. It's generally a good concept to meet a diagonal with a diagonal. Now he's given us a chance to jump up here and attack the rook. Has he just blundered there? Because pawn up we can take, and we attack the queen. The knight up, if he takes, we take the rook. But he does grab a pawn as well, but it looks like a blunder, doesn't it? What about knight here? Then he can just go here. Or knight and he can just go here anyway, can't he? He hasn't blundered. Well, let's just castle. Knight up, he just simply plays d5. He hadn't blundered at all, so... Now, just take your time to try and figure it out, and then if you realise it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Just move on. I like the idea of pawn up here to try and restrict this bishop a bit, but he's got this annoying move. So... how do we do this? He's playing all the right moves so far. Just got to be a bit careful not to lose this pawn. Let's play across, but I'm actually preparing bishop to come down to guard. He's playing all the right opening moves and very quickly. Wait, what sort of a move is that? What sort of a move is that? Is he going to try and sack? That's a bit dubious. Okay. I'm going to develop my bishop here and see what he's got in mind. If I go e4 there, then the bishop comes in. Eventually we can't then play e3, so he has gone there. Yeah, this is a bit dubious, isn't it? Let's play queen up. Very unusual play for 1400 to say. There's not many games on the account, so it's enough to establish your rating and your level. It's more than enough, but it makes you wonder sometimes. Now I've got knight here, I guess. Knight up just annoys the queen. It might lead to some sort of sack. Let's go in. I wonder if we can do a sacrifice and blast it open. I could play h3, but I don't really want to. So I'm wondering whether to actually gamble and go here and push. Let's just do it. Let's go in. It means he can come here. He can kick my knight back. And he can come in. Oh, he's gone in with his knight. I didn't expect that. Okay. Let's get rid of that knight. Now, do I drop back? We can get rid of the bishop as well. That's got to be good for us to get rid of that. Now, this pawn, like I said earlier, is loose. It's often a target from the bishop as well. So, what do we do? Queen here just threatens f4. But if he castles, it's not really a threat. So, I like just a simple queen across, but... it's still a problem, isn't it? It's still a problem. What about queen this way, then? Oops, I meant to highlight then. I made the move. That's careless. He does kick us back. But now I can play b3 if I need to. So he's looking at attacking, isn't he? I'm wondering whether to go f4 then. But once his knight's here, it's not easy to shift. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to go f4 and e5 and just try and attack. So let's just go on e5 quickly. We're trying to open things up because his king's still in the middle and not got it safe yet. I mean, we might even have e6 to try and undermine the pawn and come in. Yeah, he's getting a bit adventurous before he's got his king safe. Generally, you should put your king safe first, but got to play each and every game on its own merits, of course. But we're threatening here to just simply win a pawn because of the pin. But e6 might be a stronger move. I guess he's got f5, though, hasn't he? e6, maybe he goes f5 and says, well, it's nothing. It might be nothing. Well, he's played queen down, offering the queen trade. Okay. Well, that at least wins a pawn for us and breaks his structure, and it should win another pawn. So that probably just wins the game. Probably. It takes a lot of risk out. Because we can take back here. And how does he defend this? I don't think he can. Pawn up, we just take. You could do this, but I like to play low risk chess if I can. So I'm just going to get the queen off. Grab the pawn. And then try and win another pawn and just grind it out. That's how I'm happy playing the game rather than these sharp tactical games. So he's gone king across. So I think we just take with the pawn and undouble them. We could go with the rook and attack the bishop, but he can drop back now. So I like the idea just take with a pawn. And now maybe pawn up, trade the bishop, get behind and push. So it looks all right. He should take, I guess if he sees it. He might not see it, but he should. He's just getting a little bit adventurous with his pieces before he got his king castled. It's generally good to get your king safe first, then worry about what to do. Yeah, he's unlucky, he just didn't see it. So now bishop back to f3 to restrict the knight. He just didn't see it there, he's unfortunate. So come back f3 instead of g2. Then if the knight comes forward anywhere, we're covering it and we can just trade. So he's pushed forward. There's no immediate risk, is there? So I'm going to prepare to just push and queen the pawns. If he takes here, we can take back. Then we're just going to look to push and get a queen or two if we can. Okay, there we're going to get rid of the knight, and now we can just push on and just promote the pawns, get rid of at least one rook, even if we lose 2 pawns for it, and we're up a rook and a knight against a rook. Well, 2 rooks and a knight against a rook. You see, he's got the fundamentals of a decent game, just gone wrong a little bit in the opening. So he's played rook forward here, so it doesn't really concern us. Takes here, check, and we just go back. As long as we get a queen and stop the other rook, it should be good. We could just step up here and he's got rook across, and it's getting a little bit potentially dangerous. So I'm just going to get a queen to stop the rook coming in here first. And if he checks, we can go here, and then there's no further check. But if we allow both rooks to double up there was always a potential for a little checkmate trick or something. Now here we can just check, and we can get the rook off the board. And that should be good enough. So I think, well, all moves win here. Knight up, rook across, everything wins, barring stalemates. But as long as he can push a pawn somewhere, there's no stalemate risk. So he's had enough of that one. We'll move on. Let's see what it was in engine speak. So it is 35 moves. They're the move times for both players there. We've got the Zucator opening kingside fianchetto. If you click on that, it'll bring up some puzzles to do. But yeah, you could see he's got the fundamentals of a good game there. It just went a little bit wrong in the opening, not getting the king safe. But let's see if there's anything that we've got to learn from this. This is what you're doing when you do these reviews. You're trying to learn from any mistakes or any nice chess principles you're not aware of. See, the figures on paper are good, aren't they? 93 against 88 on the accuracy. Not a lot of poor moves. That's why I can see he's got the fundamentals of a good game. Now here, yeah, bishop up. I was looking at knight forward, wasn't I, for a while, but I realised, yeah, he can just easily close the diagonal down. So it was good just to develop like we've done. So nothing being flagged for either side until h5 comes. And the engine prefers just to drop your knight back here instead of h5. So queen d2 was good. I was looking at maybe h3, but it's one of them dangerous positions. He could just leave the knight there, maybe go all in. Bit dangerous, but you've got to try and get your king safe if you can. So yeah, I should have played b3 here. It's a bit of a waste of a move, knight up. Should have played b3 there. So it was a little bit of a waste of a move. Queen b8 was good. And e4, yeah, I should have played a4, not e4. The problem with e4 is it often leaves the bishop getting planted later on and you don't have e3 to get rid of it. So I should have just played a4. He plays a6, we'll drop the knight back. So e4 was wrong. But takes there was good. Bishop takes was a blunder. He should have gone with the knight. So bishop takes for me was good. Excuse me. Then here, I should have gone f4, not worried about the pawn. Oh, maybe I've got queen c3, haven't I? You can see it straight away. f4 if he takes, queen c3, you attack the rook, attack the knight can't go back. Just see it immediately, it's just sloppy. So I should have been a bit bolder there. And then he could have taken the pawn and didn't. So we've launched f4, then he's come across, we just launched e5. We're just trying to blast through the centre because he hasn't got his king safe. Even though, yeah, best move was to castle king side there. Then I've just judged here, we get the queen off the board, we win at least one, probably 2 pawns. And then he just didn't see the bishop, but it should have been a better winning position for us even if he'd have seen the bishop. As you can see, the eval is much better when the queen comes off. We're like +8 better. So we've managed to convert it pretty well there. But if these rooks got doubled up here, where was it here? When he comes here, I mean, I can play a move like king up, but you've always got rook across, and suddenly there's potential mate threats on the board. Your king gets trapped even though you should be completely winning. So that's why I just got the queen to cut his other rook off. And then we get the rook blocked and it's game over. But you can see he's got the fundamentals of a good game there, so well done.